My name is Bob Coates, and I'm a professional photographer and marketing person. I've been in business as a pro since March of '95, but was mucking about with images for many years prior to that. I speak professionally in the industry, teaching and coaching other photographers, marketing techniques, business techniques, and tips for improving their photography. You might even say that I serve up all the information in my head to other photographers. In early September of 2008, I was faced with saying goodbye to my father as he passed away from multiple myeloma cancer. Our family liked to think of him as a dancing machine. He attended 6 to 8 dances a week, always dancing almost every dance and getting every woman in the house up on the dance floor at least once. He would dance in the grocery aisles with stockers, with bank clerks, or anyone who thought needed a pick-me-up. He even danced with the nurses, receptionists, x-ray techs, and doctors when he was in for his oncology treatments. I'd like to introduce you to my dad. One of the worst things you could say about my dad was that he was really, really, really nice. Of course, I knew he was a wonderful person, but I was extremely and pleasantly surprised when going through his books and papers after his death and began to understand just what a really good man he was. He was monetarily supporting many charities, volunteering twice a month at his local church, and still delivering Meals on Wheels at age 87 to, as he used to say, the old folks. As he passed, I let my dad know that I would deliver a Meals on Wheels route in his honor, but I felt I wanted to do more. I tell you a bit about my dad because he's the inspiration behind the project I want to share with you. It started with Dad's next-door neighbor, Genevieve Munson. They used to share spaghetti dinner on most Thursday nights. Genevieve is a beautiful 89-year-old woman who I knew I would probably not meet with again. I asked if she would allow me to capture her portrait, and she agreed. During that portrait, I asked if she had something special that she'd like to hold into her hands. She immediately grabbed her Bible. Well, during the session, I zoomed in on her hands and ended up creating an incredibly moving image of these beautiful 89-year-old hands cradling the Bible. Now, I tend to be spiritual and not exactly religious, and I don't read the Bible much, but I'm moved every time I see this image and found that many others were as well. I approached the Sedona Community Center and arranged to donate the proceeds from sales of this image to the Meals on Wheels program in honor of my dad. Sales of the image were okay, but nowhere near the level that I felt that they could reach or would reach. Due to the content of the image with the Bible, we were not able to promote it quite as much as I might have thought. The Sedona Community Center then asked if there was another image that I might donate, and I agreed. After spending some time thinking, I realized it would take more than one image to accomplish the goals that I have in raising money for the Meals on Wheels program in honor of my dad. That became the genesis of the idea of a calendar project with 12 artistic flower images created. The idea grew. It expanded to offer the sale of individual photographic prints, framed collections, and giclée artwork. In a very short period of time, and only sharing the idea of this project with people, we were able to sell 12 sponsorships, raising over $4,200. With this money, the printing of 2,500 calendars is paid, and over $2,000 is already in the bank for the Meals on Wheels program. As I told different people about this idea, they expressed a wish to join and help as much as they could. For example, these are video stills from a local videographer who asked if he could add video images and help promote us on the web and the movie theater and other TV venues. A local flower shop donated the fresh, interesting flowers to be photographed. Local public relations expert asked if she could promote the calendar using her skills in the media. The local giclée printer is printing at a discount for creating the museum mount art pieces, and the list goes on and on. As you look at the calendar, you can see each month has a featured flower, and in the body of the calendar is an image of a Meals on Wheels recipient holding on to the flower of the month and adding their favorite quote or words of wisdom that they want to share. After seeing the response to this local calendar project, I felt the possibilities were very strong to make this available to other Meals on Wheels chapters as a prepackaged fundraising project. And with further thought, I feel the Flowers for Food concept can be taken to a whole other level nationally. To that end, I purchased the domain names flowerforfood.org and flowersforfood.us to help promote some of the concepts that have materialized. This project seems to be taking on a life of its own. Here are a few of the ideas. The National Speakers Association, I'm going to ask the speakers to present a 30 or 60-second feature commercial about the Flowers for Food project at every event where they speak. In order to encourage that, I plan to offer discount photography for all speakers that participate. We're going to search for a printer to donate and either donate or print the calendars at cost. Kodak has said they would donate 1,000 calendars so far in exchange for being able to use the images to help promote their printers. We're talking right now about what we can do further. We plan to contact Chase's calendar of events to help promote the annual Flowers for Food Week. Chase's is used by many radio and TV stations to find material to populate their shows and can lead to an amazing amount of publicity for the Flowers for Food Week. Selling products on demand like cards, t-shirts, and using an online service so there's no inventory to maintain. Items are produced on demand so there's no stock to worry about. Contact major flower companies like 1-800-Flowers, FTD, and others to add donations for all the flowers purchased during the Flowers for Food Week through a link on the Flowers for Food site. Other ways are very possible for them to become involved. We can sell sponsorships on a nationwide basis if the project becomes this big and follow the form that has gone on the local basis. Contact interior designers to offer images to decorate hotels, restaurants, and other venues for the benefit of Meals on Wheels. Finally, open the supplying of images to other photographers and artists to allow their images to be sold and be put into possible inclusion to the future calendars, books, and other projects. Thanks for taking the time to listen to these ideas. I look forward to implementing these and other ideas to raise money for the Joseph Coates Fund for Meals on Wheels.